Mutants, maybe with a question mark, which we can't see, but it's probably there. Mutation is a very serious thing. Mutation implies the fact that the features of a being really change. So is this a mutation that we are living today, or is it just one of the many announced revolutions which took place, were announced during human history so many times, but then in the end they didn't change the world. It seemed the end of the world, and it never happened. And we can talk about the Gutenberg revolution, the printing invention, or we can talk about the wheel before, we can talk about the engines, steam, and then coal, and then more and more developed until the formalization of reality of digital technologies, which is nowadays. So a numerical, digital representation of reality that we can manipulate later, until the manipulation inside human body or living bodies, which is the science of genetics, which has generated even neologism, new words like bioethics, which means that there is a new world of problems opening up. So the question is this the one we are living today just a normal passage of an era into a new one, as it has already happened many other times, which means that this old world that we are living is actually gonna be integrated into a new model of life, a new model of world, passing through the filter of a new number of new technologies, which actually will change some of the coordinates of our life, maybe even our biorhythms, but not really morphing us into something else. Or it's actually a real mutation, and we will become new kind of animals, maybe with gills and other features that different from the ones we have now. And so this festival is called Mutants because it's posing this question, and is looking for a number of composers who have worked across labels, across fixed definitions, so anti-conformistic composers. Many of them are very well known, like Beethoven, and you will listen. We're going to listen to the Opus 111, the famous sonata, last sonata he composed. And there are many others who are less known, like Cramb, or a lot of new composers who are doing things which go against any previous academism or mannerism. Many of these refuse labels, and even in the case of Peter Edfush, who is going to receive the Golden Lion, we are in front of a kind of mutant, despite the fact that he's an extremely classically trained musician. He's a fantastic conductor. He has been a part of the most important evolution of contemporary music in the last century, 20th century, but he's also a very important composer, and he's actually transporting the most important values of our culture into the third millennium. So he's very important as a morpher into a new dimension. That's why it's a sort of it's a sort of welcome to a new dimension. This is the reason why we decided to award him with the Golden Lion. together with this, I would like to mention, and this is going to be the first concert of the festival, and it's Saturday 24th of September, with the SWR, it's the Südwestfunk Baden-Baden Symphony Orchestra, which is an incredible, fantastic orchestra. And together with music of Petreshov, we will have Bartók and Stravinsky. Other composers who have transformed, and they have not been conformist, and they have been, in a way, crossing over their times. And we're going to end with a very special day with a rowing, which I call ritual rowing, to the island of San Michele, which is the cemetery of Venice, where Stravinsky is buried, together with a lot of other important artists, as Luigi Nono, of course, and Diaghilev, Ezra Pound. And we are going to row with the public and playing with marching bands and playing some masterpieces of Western culture. And the subtitle is Cultura in Memoriam. It's a provocation, in a way, or a wishful thinking, like, is it really finished, the Western culture, or not? And we're going to ask, or getting inspiration from Stravinsky, who rests in Venice. And the Silver Lion is following the same principles, but it's awarded to a very, very new ensemble, which is called Repertorio Zero, which means zero repertoire, which means it's so new that there is no repertoire, there are no pieces, or very few pieces, and it's basically made by young composers and performers who play traditional instruments, but electrified, and commissioning very young composers. So this also is welcoming a new relation between the old and the new.